Yo, the boys are back in town. Welcome to another episode of Pay for Play / the Players Ball Podcast. It is our 2024 NFL Draft Special. Thank you guys for being patient with us. I know we have a lot of people who have been missing our content, so we decided to come right back on here and give y'all a little analysis for the 2024 draft. I am your boy Roddy. Follow me right here at the Players Ball 1. That's my personal podcast, and you can find me on Twitter at Roddy404. We're still calling it Twitter. We don't fuck me like that. And then I'm here with my guy, as always, Dumbring Picks, aka Sam. Brother, how you doing today?
Doing well. Missing football, man. I'm excited for draft to get going. I always love this time of year. I'm a big recruiting and draft nerd. Scour the mock drafts and look at all the recruiting sites. So they kind of go hand in hand. I'm excited for the draft to get going.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the NFL is trying to make their product a year-round thing now. I mean, obviously they have those dead periods of kind of July-ish, but I mean, you're going to have OTAs in June. You're going to have some, maybe stuff come up in July, and then August we get ramped back up. So I'm excited for this. Definitely have a lot to talk about today. So we'll go ahead and jump into it, and we'll start locally because, we all see what Sam is wearing, as usual. I wouldn't expect anything less. There's a lot of talk about the second pick in the draft, and as some of them call them, the commies are a little bit conflicted if we're believing what the reports say. So there are obviously two great quarterbacks that are going to be available. We all know who's going to go number one, but who's going to go number two has been the biggest question probably of this whole draft cycle. And I think either option is a pretty good one. I'll start by saying that. I think maybe I would prefer one over the other one, but I don't think you can necessarily go wrong in the moment. All right. Not talking about hindsight 3 years down the road. If one of them is ass and the other one becomes a league MVP, everybody loves to do the revisionist history shit. We're not doing that here. We're talking about right now, as of today, as of the time of this recording. Sam, who would you pick if you were the Commanders? I feel like I know who you're going to say.
Going with Jaden, man. I mean, you watch what this guy did last year. It was unbelievable. Put up almost 5,000 yards total offense, 50 touchdowns. Dude is just different with his feet. I mean, he is one of the best scrambling quarterbacks I've ever seen, but he also I don't think he's a scramble first quarterback. You saw that kind of shift going from year one at LSU to year two. But I mean, a lot of people are saying you kind of need to sit Drake for a year. I understand the age difference and the appeal there with getting a younger guy who can be around for a little bit longer. Probably isn't going to take as many hits as Jaden will. But as long as Jaden learns to slide and gets rid of some of these Looney Tunes hits that people like he takes, I think he'll be good. He's always been tough. Like, he bounces right up from those hits, and he just maybe puts himself in a bad situation every now and then. So as long as he cleans that up, I think he showed the development that he took with the leap that he took from year one to year two at LSU. And I mean, that offense could look really well with Terry McLaurin and a good backfield with Jaden right there. So I think Jaden's the pick.
Yeah, me as well. I definitely have to agree with you. I'm not going to, like I said, be mad if anybody wants to take Drake. There is that stigma about the North Carolina quarterback. We haven't seen a lot of those guys pan out. Both parties have really taken a hit, I guess, as time has went on. But let's just call it what it is. I think we see this with Caleb too. It's just draft fatigue, bro. Like, that's what it is. Everybody is going to start overanalyzing the tape. They're going to start watching the bad plays and taking a little bit more out of the bad stuff that they see on tape than they probably should be. So if you're looking at it, I think that Drake had a little decline from what he gave us in the sophomore season, if we're going to be honest. I mean, me and you did the show last year, and we saw it time after time again. He just didn't pop off the screen like he did in his sophomore season. That's just what it is. And obviously, as we can see Jaden's ascension, we already know what his receivers are going to do. He's going to have two taken in the first round. We'll get to one of them a little bit later